As I stepped into his dream, I was enveloped in a world of grandeur and self-importance. Everywhere I looked, there were mirrors reflecting his image back at me, each one showing a different facet of his narcissistic personality. It was as if he had built a palace of mirrors to worship his own reflection. I followed the sound of his voice, a smooth and charming tone that belied the darkness lurking beneath. He moved through the dream with a sense of entitlement, his every word dripping with arrogance and superiority. It was clear that in his mind, he was the center of the universe, and all others were mere pawns in his game. As I watched him interact with the other dream figures, I saw how he manipulated them with ease, using flattery and false promises to get what he wanted. He had a way of making people feel special and important, only to discard them once they had outlived their usefulness. It was a chilling display of power and control, and I couldn't help but feel a sense of unease as I witnessed it. But as I delved deeper into his dream, I began to see cracks in his facade. Behind the mask of confidence and self-assuredness, there was a deep well of insecurity and self-doubt. It was as if he was constantly seeking validation from others, desperate for their approval and admiration to fill the void within himself. I saw glimpses of his past, moments of rejection and betrayal that had shaped him into the narcissist he had become. It was a tragic tale of a wounded soul seeking solace in the adoration of others, only to find emptiness and loneliness in their shallow praise. And as I watched him struggle with his inner demons, I couldn't help but feel a twinge of sympathy for him. Beneath the layers of arrogance and self-absorption, there was a fragile heart yearning for love and acceptance. It was a side of him that few ever saw, hidden behind a mask of false bravado and grandiosity. As I prepared to leave his dream, I couldn't shake the feeling of sadness that lingered within me. The narcissist I had encountered was not a monster, but a wounded soul lost in a sea of his own insecurities. And as I returned to reality, I couldn't help but wonder if there was a way to reach him, to break through the walls he had built around himself and show him that true happiness lies not in the adoration of others, but in the acceptance of oneself. And no, I could not help him. I only could help myself by being out of his life, continuing my life without him on my side.